Greetings everyone. So this will be the last video concerning this poster. So I'm now going to be focusing on the section at the bottom of the poster that is labeled as Fortune Accessories. Now there are 6 products in this section and they are all pretty self-explanatory. There's sandalwood oil. Now this is something you can use to anoint statues that you may have on your altar or just rub your hands for good luck. Then there's the kaffir lime soap that is used to wash your hands after attending a funeral or just to wash off bad luck. Next is a gourd. Now this is something that Chinese people traditionally use for attracting good luck. And then there's a prosperity cake. This is normally used as offerings when they do their prayers. And to improve your luck, there's a special joss paper to a Chinese god of money called Chai Shen Ye. Now, this is the image you'll see on the poster, but this is what it looks like. Inside this package would have the prayer materials that you would use to the Chinese god of money. And when I visited last year, they told me, don't just take this, you burn it in conjunction with this, and you'll burn the two together. I burned this one for Chinese New Year, and I'll tell you, it was really very special. While I'm at it, they have this other one, and this is for the 5 directional gods of wealth. I digress. So there are many stories about the origins of Chai Shen Ye. Now, this is you could easily find this online. This is what he looks like. This is brass, not plastic. So he was a hermit named Zhao. Now for the Chinese people listening to this, please forgive me if I butcher any of the names. It's not intended. So anyway, Zhao knew powerful magic and he helped support a certain dynasty of rulers, and later on another sorcerer named Jiang killed Zhao using black magic. And later on, the virtuous people from the temple and other citizens, they scolded the sorcerer Jiang for killing an innocent man. And they instructed Jiang to take the dead body of Zhao to the temple and repent for his wrongdoing. And it was during this event at the temple, the hermit Zhao was appointed as Chai Shen, the god of wealth, or as Lord Zohu, the marshal. But in my research, it is unclear who was the god that actually appointed the hermit Zhao to become the official god of wealth, or the marshal. But this is how the story went. So Chai Shen Ye is usually depicted riding a black tiger with a pot of gold and a golden cudgel, and everything that Chai Shen Ye touches with his golden cudgel turns to gold. He is also depicted sitting on a throne that looks similar to Tupikong and the Jade Emperor. Now, if ever you want to put a statue of him in your home, do not put it facing the dining table, the front door, the toilet. These 3 directions are most taboo for placing statues of the god of wealth. So, in getting back to the poster, the number one thing that people in the Western world would love is a cup with sticks and numbers called lucky lots. I wasn't able to get any. It was actually out of stock when I visited Bankaha Trading. So how this works is people kneel in front of the gods in the temple, or they kneel in front of their altar and say their prayers and shake the cup and ask for lottery numbers. Traditionally, people in the Western world, they are taught to believe that gambling and prayer to the gods asking for money is a mortal sin. And when you die, you will go to hell for all eternity. But for nearly 2 billion people in the Asian community, this is just quite normal. And when I recently visited Singapore, this is a clip from right outside the hotel where I was staying. And it shows how common it is for people to do prayer and ask for lottery numbers. It's actually in their religion. So this is just to give you an idea how prevalent this thing with lottery numbers is in the Chinese tradition. You understand? So you make a donation and these are the numbers, and I'm not sure how often it changes. There's a red button. They have like gold bars here, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it in this video. There's mantras being played in the background, and you know, this is what a typical temple would look like, a Taoist temple, you know. And anybody could come in here. Or they have a ceremony going on inside apparently, but it's closed off. Or maybe that's the pub next door. But you know, it gives you an idea what over there. That's where they have like incense and joss paper that you could take and burn and put a little donation. And this is like another altar. In the Western world, many of these spiritual leaders would tell you, put your best offering in the form of money on their altar and God will bless you. And what these spiritual people are doing is slowly conditioning the average person who commits serious crimes or murder to believe that if they put enough money on the altar, that they can purchase a blessing, purchase forgiveness, purchase spiritual cleansing from God with corrupt blood money. This obsession with money that emanates from spiritual leaders in the Western world strongly imprints the perception that the average person can purchase help from God with money. And all they have to do is keep putting money on the altar until they feel as though they've been cleansed of all their sins and all the things that they did wrong. And this is why the world is filled with so many problems, because no one is really teaching you the real value in engaging in practices that would dissolve your karma and how to dissolve the bad karma from your ancestors, which will in turn improve your luck and the fortune for yourself and your descendants. So I would like to give a little word of warning now. So beware of the copycats now that are going to come with one of these cups and say that their cup comes from some sacred monastery and it's highly blessed by Chai Shenye, and you have to pay him money to use his cup. And then when you win any money, you have to now take a cut of the money and still give back to these holy parasites. Just doing ancestor veneration has enough merit and power to increase your luck in getting a job, winning the lottery, or whatever you might need to improve your life. As I said in my earlier video, since 2015, 99% of the people who I ever gave joss paper to, every single one of them has won in the lottery. And they've gotten rapid help in a very short space of time. And if I were wicked, I would say that if you get joss paper from me, it is specially blessed, or I have some special gift to bless people when I give them joss paper. But the truth is, the reason why they get help is because their ancestors are giving them a very strong acknowledgement that what they are doing is works and it's acceptable, and that's all there is to it. It has absolutely nothing to do with me. There was only one person I ever gave joss paper to, and it did not get any help. And in short, the ancestor is not going to bless you to sit at home and beg people for money. So in continuing with my warning to people who like to look around for these blessed items and hope it will just keep bringing good luck and protection to them, many of these blessed items are empowered differently, and by constantly accumulating all kinds of items, your soul and your life can sometimes become confused and intoxicated by mixing all these different energies. Some of these energies with these items, they are so potent that if you do not handle them properly, the energies or the spirits attached to these items can cause physical harm, or they could even kill you. So please be very careful on the kinds of things that you allow into your life. All the items listed on this poster from Banka Hyang Trading for increasing your luck are made with a combination of natural ingredients, and it does not have any dark, unforeseen consequences. And I just wanted to state for the record, the reason I promote Banka Hyang Trading freely is because in my country, there's only one store that has a very limited supply of joss paper. And whenever I purchase from them, they always raise the price at the counter. And there was one incident where one of the workers showed me he was angry and filled with rage because I'm buying joss paper and I'm not Chinese. And secondly, if I go on Amazon to buy joss paper, these little bundles, small ancestor money, 2 bundles is like what, $6 US, maybe around that. And then you have to pay 30 US in shipping and import fees. So that's like 36 US for 2 little bundles. And then sometimes when I go to DHL to pick it up, I still have to pay some other tax just for 2 little bundles. But when I go to Banker Hair Trading, they have a huge variety. The prices are unbeatable, and I can easily fill a 20 kilogram box. Plus, they created this amazing poster so that the average person can get more knowledge on the different types of joss paper, so you can help yourself and help your ancestors. And when I visited their store on both occasions in 2019 and late 2022, Alex's mom would offer me whatever refreshment she had. And on both occasions, I observed his mom, she's serving like 5 to 7 people, and she still makes the time to make me feel comfortable and welcome in their store. This is the reason why I will always recommend Banker Hair Trading. So that's all for today. Until next time, Gong Shi Fa Shai.